200. Now Alana hooks out and charges down the outside and hits the front at the 200. In second place is Dualox, being followed by Southern Palace, No Kia Red, and then Magic Law, but it's all Alana in the run of the post. It's racing away and going to score an easy win. Alana first, Dualox second, No Kia Red third, Magic Law was fourth. Shadow Red Jet ran on pretty well, followed by Best of Nine, Private Court wide out, then Southern Palace. Pennsylvania made up a little bit of ground, but not much. Call High was next one in. Brave rejected, a disappointing second last, and last of all was Elm Street.
Okay, off now, Moonee Valley.
Now. And a good start. Mr. Milligan in the middle of the line began fast. Timbo, Desiree on the outside. Melos is handy to them and actually one of the leaders down near the inside. Second hurdle coming up. Mr. Milligan in the pink colours going to the lead from Melos. Wider out then in the field is Jake's Kingdom and Seabiscuit fourth and a bit wider out. Timbo very deep. Just behind them Kit down to the inside and then Desiree, Sergeant Pepper, followed by Our Poetic Star and two to Abspray. Mr. Milligan goes to the lead down the back in the first round and coming up towards the hurdle down the back. He leads by about 3 lengths to Melos and Jake's Kingdom the outside. 2 lengths to Seabiscuit in fourth placing over this. Then Kit to Timbo didn't jump it very well on the outside of Kit. 1.5 to Desiree, Sergeant Pepper the rail, and 3 lengths to Our Poetic Star, and on the inside a half length away is Abspray. Off the back the first round, and Mr. Milligan the leader about 5 lengths in front of Melos and Jake's Kingdom. About 4 lengths then to Seabiscuit. Timbo is letting him have a good look at his hurdles out wide on the course here from Sergeant Pepper. Didn't jump that one well. Kit on the inside of him. 3 to Desiree, ridden well away from the pace, and then Our Poetic Star and Abspray when they jumped the second of the double down the side. Abspray at the back of the field making a mess of it, and as they came to the turn the first circuit, the leader is Mr. Milligan. Mr. Milligan about 3 or 4 lengths in front. Melos is second. On the outside of him then is Jake's Kingdom, being closely followed by Timbo moving up about 3 or 4 wide now from Seabiscuit the grey. Kit on the inside. They're followed by Sergeant Pepper. Desiree, Abspray is back last of all, and Our Poetic Star is next to last. Well, this is really going along at a good clip, coming down to the post the first time, and Mr. Milligan the leader, about 5 lengths to Melos, half a length Jake's Kingdom the outside, 2 lengths to Timbo, who's got in closer to the rails now outside Kit, then 2 lengths to Seabiscuit, Desiree on the inside of Sergeant Pepper, and Our Poetic Star on the outside of Abspray. So they've completed a circuit. They've jumped 5, another 5 to go, and down passing the 1,500 metres, the leader is Mr. Milligan. 2 lengths now to Melos, who's not going to let him get away in the second circuit as they come towards the first of a double. Mr. Milligan led Melos over near the inside. Jake's Kingdom third from Timbo, Kit. Desiree getting up on the inside of... Oh, Melos up near the front, nearly sold out. He wrapped it with everything up in second placing. Seabiscuit is starting a run from Desiree, Kit, Our Poetic Star, Abspray and Sergeant Pepper's last. Into the back now. Melos has recovered after that mishap. Mr. Milligan leads Melos 1.5 lengths. 3 lengths Jake's Kingdom's been there all the way as they come up towards the third last hurdle now. Mr. Milligan steadying at it. Jumped it well from Melos the outside. 5 lengths Jake's Kingdom. Desiree on the inside of Timbo ridden along. Then Our Poetic Star starting a run. Seabiscuit under pressure. Abspray, Kit and Sergeant Pepper last. Mr. Milligan led, 2 to jump. They're both down the side of the course. And Mr. Milligan about to be tackled by Melos. Here's the second last one now. Mr. Milligan, Melos, both jumped it reasonably. 3 lengths Jake's Kingdom sticking on grimly. On the inside, Desiree from Timbo. Here's the last one now. Oh, Melos took off too early. Still got away with it. Put his head in front of Mr. Milligan. They're both under a lot of pressure. 2 lengths to Jake's Kingdom. 2.5 to Desiree. And then Timbo. Melos a neck in front. Mr. Milligan sticks on grimly. Jake's Kingdom comes with its run on the outside. 3 across the track with Desiree behind them. Mr. Milligan kicked again on the inside and again takes the lead. Jake's Kingdom. Melos looked beaten as he dropped out. Desiree with a run the outside. Jake's Kingdom hits the front. Drew 2 lengths in front. Desiree trying hard on the outside. Jake's Kingdom has cleared over Adrian Garraway. 1.5 lengths in front, and Jake's Kingdom beat Desiree. Timbo got up to get third. Melos fourth and Mr. Milligan fifth. Gap behind them to Kit, followed by Abspray, Seabiscuit, Our Poetic Star, and Sergeant Pepper was last of all. Jake's Kingdom, trained by David Brodoak, has finished over the top of them after riding the pace all the way. Numbers are 7, 2 and 1.
And My Case takes over here. From in second place, Tiger Moss, Sky Bernard and Dosey Do. No ties out 4 deep. About 2.5 to Buana Lady giving ground there on the outside of its Solar Path. Now these runners are heading to the outside, or some of them are. Tiger Moss sticks near the rails. My Case goes to the outside, running on Dosey Do with Sky Bernard. And further back, No Ties, Axel Foley down the dip, 250 out. And Tiger Moss nearer the inside in front here of Sky Bernard, Dosey Do. The widest runner is My Case, but Tiger Moss hands and heels a mile out in front with 100 to go. It's got this well and truly won. Sky Bernard battling away with Dosey Do and My Case on the outside, but Tiger Moss hands and heels romps in. Tiger Moss scores by 5-6 lengths on the line to Sky Bernard. Dosey Do third, fourth My Case, then Buana Lady, No Ties, Axel Foley, Mistrustful, Supervolt, Tiffany A Go and Solar Path last in. Number 13, the winner, Tiger Moss, ridden by Fabian
King with his customary speed is working towards the front running. Kandahar shaken up in the centre goes with them, and Spirit Level is right on the speed from Dolveet. A break already at the post with a circuit exactly to travel. 3 lengths behind those Morris, followed by Iterum. Then the ghostly grey blue sun, and last of all is I'm a Tate as they clear the straight and race to the 1800 metre crossing. And over that crossing they go now, and a new leader, Kandahar, took up the running as Wondermere's rider took hold. Ministerial King has moved up to be second. Wondermere back to third, fourth Spirit Level in the box seat. Another 2.5 to Dolveet, 1.5 to 2 away Morris, Iterum, and they were followed at the 1600 by Blue Sun, and last 3/4 away the outsiders, I'm a Tate. About to shape up into the far side. They go by the 1500, and the leader is Kandahar, exactly a length in front of Ministerial King. A similar margin third then came on the inside, Wondermere. They were followed in fourth placing by Spirit Level, 2 lengths away then to Dolveet, another 2.5 further back Morris, just inching a bit closer as I say, and now taking up with him Iterum and Blue Sun together almost, and allowed a length away last of all at the 1200 metre mark is I'm a Tate. Along that far straight they move, and the leader is still Kandahar, and been ridden quite steadily in front too, shows out a length and a quarter Ministerial King. Wondermere is still going well within himself third at the 1000 metre turn to come down the side from Spirit Level. Now they start to close ranks from behind. I'm a Tate's around them, Dolveet's there in the middle, Morris the inside, Blue Sun and Iterum back at the tail of the field. Let's have a look at them now at the 800 metre mark. There's only about 5 or 6 lengths first to last. Kandahar shows the way, a half in front of Spirit Level, who's gone up quickly outside of Ministerial King, almost a line of 3. Dolveet powers up behind those about to ease around them. I'm a Tate's outside of Dolveet. Wondermere the inside runner as they quicken down by the 600. Morris and Iterum as they're about to develop into a sprint for home, and Blue Sun around the turn, 4 lengths first to last now, and out wide Spirit Level pounced on the leaders, where Kandahar and Ministerial King are now under pressure. Blue Sun trying to angle out from behind them. Iterum comes around the other one, Dolveet in the straight. Wondermere's up there between them, but Spirit Level got a break on them. Iterum down the outside has started to work home most attractively at the 200 metre mark. I reckon he's got them. Iterum raced up to Spirit Level, whose battles on well, and then battling away was Wondermere and Dolveet, but this first favourite's going to do it hands and heels for Dinners is. He's a much improved young rider, this fellow. Scores by 2.5 to either Blue Sun or Wondermere. They were followed by Spirit Level and Dolveet, and a long break the others, Morris, Ministerial King, I'm a Tate and Kandahar. Lovely hands and heels ride there by young Din Aziz.
They're starting to move into the stalls here. Any one of the top 4 could win the race, and most of them have been supported on track. Laugh and Dance, Londolese, Danvois, and Vianetta's a shade easy, but the top 3 have all had support. Tate favourite Londolese, so they're starting to move in. Incidentally, that first race winner today, Jake's Kingdom, Clem Dimsey, who's joined us on Sky to go to all the post-race interviews, was telling us that Greg McDermott, who trains Aussie Cozzy, used to train this particular horse, and he was a teammate of David Brightoaks at the Olympic Games in LA, I think it was in 1984. Teammate of David Brightoak. He had this horse and said, look, it's going to be a stayer, it'll be a good jumper, I'll send it over to you and see what we can do. Well, 2 for 2, and looks like they've got a handy jumping horse. Now they're all in the stalls, ready to go, second of the day. Londolese is the inside runner. Royal Centurac alongside it, placed in a Queensland Oaks. Space Regent, Laugh and Dance stands in for Danny Brereton. Off they go now. And Vianetta near the outside, and the red and white stripes jumped away okay. Royal Centurac, Londolese showing plenty of pace down on the inside. Danvois going forward. Sweetliner also from an outside barrier is hunting up towards the front. Laugh and Dance is settling about 5th or 6th with the first turn coming up. Londalazy holding onto the inside, a narrow leader from Danvoir, who's got a mouth open a bit and going up quickly. Sweetliner around the outside. Sweetliner goes to the lead from Londalazy. Vianetta third, Danvoir now fourth. 2 lengths Royal Centuriac, a length and a half Laugh and Dance the outside of Space Regent. 3 further back in the field, Christina on the outside of Shirording and Our Spanish Eyes last of all. Sweetliner the leader at the 800 turn, a length and a quarter in front. Londalazy second, Vianetta 2 lengths away third. On the rail fourth is Danvoir, 1.5 Royal Centuriac, followed by Space Regent, 1.5 Laugh and Dance. 2 Shirording and Christina and Our Spanish Eyes last of all. Sweetliner hasn't crossed and pushing up on the inside to almost join her again, Londalazy. 2 Vianetta, Royal Centuriac round the outside. Danvoir under pressure now. Then Space Regent from Laugh and Dance, followed by Christina. Londalazy shot away before the turn. She's put 2 lengths on Vianetta and Royal Centuriac under pressure. Danvoir is still there but being hard ridden, followed by Space Regent, Laugh and Dance. Londalazy a good leader. Vianetta doing the chasing to the turn. Then Danvoir, Space Regent and Laugh and Dance the widest on the turn. But Londalazy with a big lead, flattening for the run home, about 3 lengths to Vianetta. Laugh and Dance and Space Regent, all Londalazy in the straight. Laugh and Dance, Vianetta battling strongly, but it's all Londalazy. Kept going under the whip, and Londalazy goes on to win by 2.5 lengths to Laugh and Dance second, third Vianetta, and then Space Regent from Danvoir, a gap Christina, Royal Centuriac, being followed by Our Spanish Eyes, Shirording, and after making pace, Sweetliner dropped out to last. Aaron Spiteri's had only 2 rides on this filly, and he's been able to win on her twice now. So he really does click. She ran along strongly for him. And after getting a lovely bit of cover from Sweetliner mid-race, away she went well before the home turn, had it well won. $4.50 and $1.60. Second official to number 1, Laugh and Dance. And third, number 4, Vianetta. So those 2, 1 and 4 official for the Qantas Club handicap. 2 1/4 by 1 the margins, and the time 1:38.4. 1:38.4, 2:14 it is on race number 2. Rail's been shifted in, I think it was out 7 metres the last meeting here, back to 5 today. And there's a school of thought that the leaders are going to be favoured under these circumstances. They're protecting the inside part of the track, of course, for the Manikato Stakes coming up next month. And that small shift often creates a little track close to the rail which can favour the leading horses. Might have just seen the first evidence of that now. 2:14, the winner Londalazy is by El Kahira from Gold Token. Is raced by R and Mrs M Hubbard, trained by John Gunning at Pakenham and ridden by Aaron Spiteri, who was on this mirror.
David began okay. She's Irish away quickly. It also, Big Joy's begun smartly nearer the inside, working up as Tarkila. And along the inside, Noara Media and U-Gold spearing right through along the fence is going to be one of the leaders as they settle. For a leader is behind those, the U dropping out last. Well back, Classic Feet, Gains Wonder, and Fair Baboo Rebel Zip as centre field as they head up to the turn. U-Gold in front here of Noara Media, who holds the inside from Big Joy. A length and a half further back, then comes She's Irish over on the outside of Rebel Zip. Then Moxet being scrubbed up. Fair Baboo starting to make a little ground from for a leader. And Gains Wonder's going to track right up on the inside of the lot of them now as they run down the hill. 350 out. We're taking the lead. Noara Media from U-Gold. Gains Wonder got the run through on the inside. Wider out is Rebel Zip. And Big Joy past the centre of the track inside the 200. And Gains Wonder and Rebel Zip have come away now from Noara Media. Moxet is battling away. Gains Wonder in front here of Rebel Zip by a neck. They're shifting ground. Gains Wonder on the outside of Rebel Zip. Gains Wonder just in front, and Gains Wonder gets in. One by a head to Rebel Zip. They did shift a lot of ground. Now the Utes come through on the inside to get third from Classic Fleet. Noara Media for a litre. Then Moxet, pretty ordinary today. She's Irish Fair Baboo. Back behind it then was Big Joy. At the head of the others, U-Gold and Tarkila last in.
Race 2 of Ballarat, 5 gains, $1 to $5.150. Rebel Zips.
Showing good speed with those Alcatelum. Wider out Regalia from Spirituality. My Eagle's up there. Regalia's going up between horses. Spice Girl is there, and also driving through the ruck now is Hunger Strike, and getting right up along the inside to burn them off is Lady Shelford as they come to the turn from Glassy Expertise, followed wider out by Gold Heritage. Further back on the field, Katie's Rain and Skid Bladner is back there with Gilded Star as they round the turn. They were followed back behind them by Schuler, and further back Tiffany Road, and last of all with it was Love to Hula. Lady Shelford shows them a clean set of plates as they straighten Martin. Leads by a length and a half into second placing Hunger Strike. And they've got away now from Glassy third. Then Knight's Table, followed by Gold Heritage, starting to whack away. And then came further out Estuza. And they were followed late on the scene by Gilded Star. But it's Lady Shelford in front. Lady Shelford, is she going to hang on? Here they come. Gilded Star is starting to fly. Gilded Star after Lady Shelford. Lady Shelford. And Nick Gilded Star for Tina flew for third. Expertise charged into it for fourth. Then Gold Heritage close up fifth. From further back, Skid Bladner, My Eagle running home hard. They were followed by Alcatel Estuza. Back in behind those, pulling up quickly, Hunger Strike. Further back the others then at some distances, and they included Regalia. Spice Girl didn't get into the race. Further back with them too as Knight's Table. Glassy, Katie's Girl didn't do a great deal, or Katie's Rain. Love to Hula, Spirituality, Tiffany Road, and Shula was one of the last to ease down.
Yep, Lady Shelford, the winner.
Righto, Nick, the last few getting ready now for the John Russell handicap. First leg of the straight six coming up in Melbourne. Favourite on the straight. Got out a little on the betting, but it has firmed again, and it's a pronounced top pick. That's Strike Force on screen at the moment. One of the outsiders. It's drifted 4 points and showing $18.60. Second pick in the race. Let's see now, Kazaragi, but it has been a little easy, and there's been money for Rancho Spark. It's now $6.90 and $2.20. It's been a firmer. And although Kazaragi's been a firmer on tote, it has been a drifter on course. Just about ready to go now, light flashing over at the 1200 metres and attendants scrambling out of the way. On a dead track, third race about to go. Good line. Off they go. Kazaragi began okay. Jerome Jurinovich out very quickly. Rancho Spark from a wide gate hunting forward. Satalic is prominent. On the straight, settling down about fifth on the inside in the blue and green colours. Jerome Jurinovich just the leader from Sir Talic. Rancho Spark trapped out. On the straight, just behind them from Santiro. Kazaragi out wide. 2 lengths to Ekalaka around the outside of Richland. 2 lengths to Cadogan. And Strike Force last of all off the back. Jerome Jurinovich just the leader. Sir Talic the outside. Rancho Spark 3 deep. 2 lengths behind these, Santiro on the straight on the rail. Kazaragi going forward out wider, trailed by Ekalaka. 2 lengths to Richland, and then Cadogan and Strike Force coming down near to the turn, and it's across the track, 3 of them here. In the centre is the Atalac runner, Sir Talic, taking a slender lead. On the outside, Rancho Spark and Jerome Jurinovich. Kazaragi just behind them. On the straight, staying on the rail, and Ekalaka coming wide. Into the bend they race. Rancho Spark out 3 wide, put the nose in front of Jerome Jurinovich. Kazaragi quickly running on, and on the straight is into the clear. Rancho Spark tackled by Kazaragi on the straight, getting up on the inside. Rancho Spark still in front. On the straight, pegging it back along the inside. Rancho Spark. Rancho Spark just won it from on the straight, and on the outside, Kazaragi. Jerome Jurinovich close up on the inside rail, trailed by Ekalaka. Strike Force made a little ground, then Santiro, followed by Richland. Then came Sir Talic, who was next to last, and Cadogan was last of all. Rancho Spark's got the money here. Number 1 straight in the frame. Rancho Spark ridden by Adam Murphy has won. Number 4 on the straight ridden by Mark Goring was second. Might have been a shade unlucky. And third, number 3, Kazaragi, ridden by Nastra Widow. 1, 4 and 3. 1, 4 and 3. Well, that was a pretty good effort, wasn't it? It was 3 wide all the way. Here it is in the red blinkers, led all the way to...
They've come away in a good line with the exception of Private Night. One of the first to show out here is Abermine, and on the outside, Biota, Santa Fe, Freshwater Prince. Hardball going up along the inside and tracking it through there is Black Samurai. Behind those, Burana. Then making some ground, Private Native. After that slow beginning, deeper out as Alzabil, back with Burana. And Our Bay Boy is at the tail. 600 metres out, Abermine in front of Black Samurai. Hardball is over on the inside, and deeper out, Halle Brand, the centre, Biota and Private Night. A length further back then Santa Fe, 2.5 behind it, Birthday Pride, Alzabil, Burana, Our Bay Boy, Freshwater Princess. They come around the turn. Abermine leads here by a length and a half. Black Samurai, Hardball trying to get away from the inside as racing ungenerously as Private Night goes up out deep to join the leaders at the 200 metre mark. Black Samurai, Private Night, then comes Hardball on the inside. Abermine has gone. Black Samurai and Private Night are going to come away and fight it out. Black Samurai on the inside in front of Private Night. Black Samurai, Private Night in front of Abermine and Hardball. Black Samurai giving plenty and it wins. Black Samurai won by a half length of Private Night. Coming from a mile back, Birthday Pride might have snatched third from Hardball. Then came Our Zabil. Burana back with it was Our Bay Boy. Abermine collapsed in the last little bit. Followed in then by Freshwater Prince. Well backed Santa Fe, Halley Brand. Last in was Biota. Our Zabil just in front of those.
Now as they come to the turn, and then Chatsy asked to go, and South Bridie looking for a run near the inside around the home turn, and the leader still going all right. She's spectacular, a length and a quarter in front. Second placing Our Scenario, third Beijing Soy. Dane Win Ventures getting into the clear now. She started to make ground, and further back out wide was After Me. Our Scenario in full flight at the 200, ahead in front. Second placing over on the inside, whacking away there is Beijing Soy and Dane Win Venture, but Our Scenario has opened up in the last 50 metres. She's going to be too good, and Our Scenario goes home to win just hands and heels by about 4 or 5. Second placing Dame Win Venture. South Bridie poked through the pack, might have got third from Beijing Soy, and over on the inside She's Spectacular, and they were followed further back behind those then by Konya, who never really lifted. DePino further back in the field. Pearl Romance made ground.
Okay, Our Scenario there, the winner, race number 5 at Elwick. Now 5:50.
It'll also decide probably the jumping horse of the year, and could decide the leading rider too. We've got a deadlock right at the moment between Brett Scott and Craig Durden. They're each on 6 wins. Craig, of course, out injured, but Brett has the chance on Maybe Rough. Now they're nearly ready. Belcapine, who's become a recent specialist at the track, is joining them in the field, and coming up now Gegabar, who's been third in the race the past 2 years. Could it be third time lucky for him? Bumped into the shoe 2 years ago and was pretty unlucky too. He ended up in trouble about the 1200 metres in that race, and he was beaten by Palace Symphony last year. Maybe Rough has moved up into line. Gegabar is the clear favourite for the race, ahead of Moonchase. He's been well back, Moonchase. There's not much actually in it right when I have a look at the betting boards now. And at $2.80, Gegabar the favourite, ahead of Moonchase at $3.60 on Super Tab. Just about ready. Belcapine the third, elect equal with Maybe Rough, who's making his steeplechase debut today. Mogul the grey and the blue and gold colours locked away. His run didn't last all that long last year. He lost the rider in the very early stages. Naruma Guy ready. Turf Tavern goes in on the outside. Outback Bronze was in the stalls and backed out again. So not sure what happened there. I didn't see what happened to him, but he's being trotted around, it would appear, for a vet's inspection here, Outback Bronze. He's an outsider, $77.80 on the tote, but not without some chance, because earlier this year he did win a race at this track and beat Belcapine. So he might be some hope. He had a last start over the hurdles, switching back to the big fences today. Whatever it was, it seems to have been a minor problem with Outback Bronze. He's going to come back up into the line now. Gegabar firming again. He's going to run the pronounced top pick. Where's the orange colours over near the outside? Orange and black. They're all set. Off they go. Gegabar Outback Bronze away quickly. Mogul and Moonchase drop to the tail in the early stages. And Burrawy Lord with An Illusion are going to be the first couple at the first of 17 fences down on the inside, with Belcapine third and fourth, Outback Bronze. Then Gegabar fifth outside Moonchase. Just Dynamite. They're followed by Turf Tavern and Maybe Rough, and behind them is Mogul, with dropping out last Naruma Guy. Burrawy Lord takes the field out of the straight, and the Grand National Steeplechase winner's going to swing down for the treble with a 2.5 length lead. An Illusion is running second. Belcapine a length and a half away third. Fourth on the inside, Just Dynamite from Moonchase and Outback Bronze. Next Maybe Rough. Gegabar out very wide at the first of the treble in the first circuit. Outback Bronze dipped and threw the rider off. Outback Bronze has thrown Patrick Kelly at the second fence in the race. They've jumped the middle of the treble over the last in the first round now, and the leader is Burrawy Lord. Burrawy Lord by 2 lengths, An Illusion and Belcapine. 2 lengths to Gegabar, fourth outside Moonchase. 2 lengths Maybe Rough, Just Dynamite, then the riderless Outback Bronze. A break of about 8 or 9 lengths further back in the field, Turf Tavern, trailed by Mogul and Naruma Guy. The pace was very fast in the early stages. Down the back, Burrowby Lord jumped the first of the double, the first circuit. Lands by about 3 lengths to Anillusion and Belcopine together. 2 to Gigabar, 3 to Moon Chase, Maybe Rough. 1.5 to Just Dynamite. A long break to Turf Tavern, followed by Mogul and Naruma Guy is the last runner when they come off the back on the first round, and Burrowby Lord the leader. The riderless Outback Bronze, let's hope he doesn't cause problems. He's out there with the field. Burrowby Lord comes to the first down the side, leading Belcopine. Gigabar third, Anillusion fourth. The inside 2.5 further back is the Grand National Hurdle winner Moon Chase, who's been jumping well early. Just Dynamite a length behind him. 1 to Maybe Rough over on the inside when they go to this hurdle or fence, and then there's a break of 7 or 8 lengths to Turf Tavern, Mogul and Naruma Guy. They've just about completed the first circuit now, and coming around the bend with Outback Bronze crossing in front of the field, and I don't think he's been jumping well either, so he leads the field into the straight with the circuit to run. The pace has slackened off a bit. Burrowby Lord is the leader in the race. Belcopine